This is your chance to own an apartment in one of the most famous buildings in New York City, formerly owned by a Beatle, for a cool $20 million. This is the unit currently for sale in the Dakota. It's 82 through 84, 6,000 square feet with Central Park views, going for $20 million. As reports of this started coming out, there was a lot of reports that Yoko Ono is now moving out of the Dakota. It's one of New York City's most famous residents that's been there for over 50 years is moving on. Imagine having views like this of Central Park. Famous residents include Roberta Flack, who is actually the neighbor of the Lennons, and Sean Lennon, the son of John and Yoko, actually referred to her as Aunt Roberta, having no idea that she was a world-class singer. But alas, as the reports started coming out that Yoko was leaving, her lawyers quickly corrected the reports and said this is actually not Yoko's unit. Yoko is over 90 years old. She lives in upstate New York on a 600-acre farm, but she does still own her units in the Dakota and at this time is not selling them. So that was quickly corrected despite all of these reports. But that listing is still online. You can go and find it. And here's Yoko sitting in the apartment in the Dakota. If you have an interest in the Beatles or New York City architecture, I highly recommend you check out the article that came out in the New York Times today. I think as the reports of Yoko moving on from New York City started to come out, they put this article about Yoko's history in the Dakota. Again, she is not selling her units at this time, but I highly recommend that article.